Speaking of real members, of the NDC, your party president, Chishimba Kambwili, ditched you and went to join the Patriotic Front. Would you allow him back into the party, knowing very well that he was hoping that the PF would win and he would be now in government? Would you welcome him back if he wanted to come back from the PF and come join the NDC? And in which position? Because you are holding his position now.
Adjoining his position. First and foremost, Dr. Kambwili never ditched the NDC, so to speak. He left. He left. No.
A few months before the elections. Come on.
No, he left, and he left in a good way.
You're putting it sadly, but we know that he ditched the party.
No. No. So he left in a good way, and he did say bye, and we blessed him with that move. So because he left in a good way, he's always welcome back. We can welcome him.
As what?
But not as necessarily president, Not as president.
You won't give up that.
No. However, no, listen. My point is this. I am not power hungry. So, however, if he was to come in and it would be the best decision for the party for him to be president, I would step aside. If anybody today came in the party and people thought, okay, this is a better president than you, I would step aside. But I'll tell you one thing. One, I do talk to him a good number of times, and he's very committed to remaining in the PF. And rebranding the PF and developing it and everything. And I hope he really does that, because there's this narrative in this country that every time a ruling party leaves government, they never go back to government and everything.
Right.
I think they can change that as a PF if they mobilize and do whatever it is they need to do and start attracting new members and everything. Because to me, if you look at even the mistakes that they made, there are mistakes they made which could not be corrected and others which could be corrected. So really they have to rebrand and do whatever it is they need to do. So to cut the long story short, I've been talking to CK and he's committed to remaining in the PF. So NDC remains with me, and we're also committed to ensuring that we mobilize the party because for us as well, we are happy with the fact that NDC is a woman-led party. We don't have many women-led parties in the country, And right now, it's so sad that, like I mentioned earlier on, so we only have about 19, 20 women in parliament. It means that a woman's voice will be more critical now outside parliament than ever before. Because if you see those men, the way they treat the women in parliament, I don't like it. When it's a woman's issue, you find that the men are going to they are going to unite, against women, so to speak. So every time there's a woman issue, that's the only time we even see MPs from the opposition, the ruling, coming together, uniting against that bill.
Okay.
And in the past, we have seen how the NGOs, like Women's Lobby, NGOs, have come out and really defended what is going on in Parliament. Like the time we're having the Anti-GBV Act, if it wasn't for organizations like the Women's Lobby, NGOs, that bill could have failed. And especially that even the president by then, Mr. Rupia Bugazanbanda, didn't like the bill. I don't know why he had a problem with anti-GBV bill by then, But the women's voice outside fought that, So now we really need to fight that. And I think that as women like yourselves and myself, who now heads the party, we need to make sure that the 19 women in parliament, we supplement their voices, So that is why for us as NDC, we're comfortable with our former president being where he is. And as NDC, we'll make sure that we mobilize women and speak for the women more than ever before.
Okay.